You're listening to Mentoring Developers.
I don't know questions to ask them about it because I guarantee you they want to talk about it more.
I've heard that some people have said that it's not a good idea to line up in front of the speaker after the talk is over, and just there could be 10, 20 people trying to shake hands or trying to talk, and that may not be the best time or the best place to talk to a speaker. Some people have suggested that it's better if you tweet at them or let them know that you're interested, just say hi, and then find them elsewhere, maybe in the hallway, or just ask them for coffee like you mentioned. Mm-hmm. Being a speaker, do you think there's truth to that?
I think there is some. I think each speaker often different speakers have different preferences for how they want to be contacted. A lot of times in their slides, if you go to the talk, their slides will contain some kind of contact information. Like mine always have my Twitter handle because that's usually the easiest way to get a hold of me. And then, other people would rather be emailed or something else. I think that as to whether or not it's a good idea to go talk to them after their talk, I really enjoy having people come up and talk to me and say, hey, it's like, hey, I really like it. I am not opposed to having conversations with people at that point. But like you said, it can get a little bit difficult if there's like 20 people, right? Especially if there's like another talk in the room right afterwards. One thing you can do is that I've done a couple times, and I've seen other speakers that are more experienced than me do with amazing success, is that you can kind of like herd everybody out of the room and find some either unused room or an area with couches or something, and just have a big old group discussion after the talk, which is a little bit less individually oriented, but can be a good way to get involved. Like just sort of hang around and listen to what other people are saying, and then. But I think ideally it would be great to talk to the speaker one-on-one, and sometimes that is an option, and sometimes it's not. But try with multiple people. There's definitely going to be people that are harder and easier to approach. There's certainly people in the Ruby community and in other communities, I've seen it as well, where they go to a conference and when they move through the crowd, it's like a comet. Like they attract a group of people around them, and there's sort of a tail of people
comet,
that are like,
that's funny.
Yeah, it's really impressive. I'm sure it looks even more impressive like from above. And so those types of people can be very difficult to talk to them because they've got so many people that want to tell them something or say how awesome they are and so on. But one thing I've noticed is that I really appreciate it when people have thoughtful comments or thoughtful questions. Like, I really like this part of your talk, and I was thinking how much it relates to X thing. I really like those comments versus I'm always super flattered to get I really liked your talk kind of stuff as well. But what's really valuable to me is people who can help me develop the ideas even further, who are like, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Because when you're talking to a group of a couple hundred people, there's lots of people in that group that have experiences that I haven't had. And hearing them say, yeah, this part seems really true to my life because of X, and this part not so much, like that is actually super valuable information for me as a speaker, because it helps me improve the talk for the next time that I do it. So I would say don't be shy about talking to speakers. Most of them would love to have feedback about what you like, specifically what you liked about the talk, and any comments you have about things that feel.
Thank you so much for listening.
For show notes and transcripts, visit us at mentoringdevelopers.com.
You're listening to Mentoring Developers.